नमस्कार. मी गीताली विनायक मंदाकिनी. मिळून साऱ्याजणी मासिकाची मी संपादक आहे. मिळून साऱ्याजणी मासिकांनी विद्याबाळ अध्यासन प्रकल्प 2 हातात घेतला आहे आणि त्याच्यामध्ये स्त्री चळवळ आणि मी या विषयावर आपण विविध क्षेत्रातल्या लोकांशी गप्पा मारतो. आज आपल्याकडे एक गंमतशीर मुलाखत होणार आहे, कारण ती बहुतेक बहुभाषिक असेल, कारण आपल्याकडे आली आहे अमना कपाडिया. नमस्कार. मोस्ट वेलकम टू मिळून साऱ्याजणी चॅनल. अमना को मराठी नहीं आती और हमें हिंदी नहीं आती, सो मोस्ट प्रॉब्ली इन इंग्लिश एंड हिंदी एंड समटाइम्स मे बी इन मराठी आई विल say something. So tell me, when you come across this women's liberation movement.
Okay. So, long story, but I came across women's movement when I first time attended the conference in Mumbai. The Maharashtra Stree Mukti conference. So,
Which was held in this December?
yes, I think I met you there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I attended that conference, it was an eye opener for me. क्योंकि मुझे लगा कि मतलब मैंने विमेन स्टडीज जब चूज किया, मुझे नहीं पता था कि इतने मास लेवल पे काम हो रहा है. जब मैं कॉन्फ्रेंस में गई तब मुझे पता चला, वाओ, I was amazed by the kind of work that is happening. I met so many people. I was very fascinated because मतलब मुझे पता चला कि कितना काम हो रहा है और बहुत स्कोप है. Because quote unquote, like, there is this idea that when you take fields that are so niche, something like women's studies is very niche.
Yeah.
And then people come ahead and ask us that what are you going to do? And then I attended the conference and I was like, बहुत काम हो रहा है, बहुत scope है, बहुत कुछ कर सकते हैं. So I think that was the beginning of my fascination with women's studies, with women's movement. I met people. I went to Azad Maidan for
Yes,
for the,
okay.
you know,
Last day.
yeah, Azad Maidan. And I think, yeah, I was just amazed by how much work is happening.
You used to stay in Mumbai.
I am born and brought up in Mumbai.
So tell me about your chutpan or a school, college,
Yes.
or
So,
mummy, papa.
Definitely. So I would like to describe my educational journey in 3 phases. बहुत अलग अलग था. School में I'm from Gloria Convent High School. It's in Bombay. It's a Catholic Christian school dominated by nuns. Okay. So now you know what kind of ideology is going on. Very strict, discipline, respect. Girls should be prim and proper. And respect. The idea of respect
And puritanity and all that.
Definitely. And the idea of respect was very idealistic for me, you can say, because ऐसा था कि आप मेरे टीचर हो तो मुझे आपको रिस्पेक्ट देना है. बट कभी ऐसा नहीं सिखाया कि मुझे मेरे पीयर्स को भी रिस्पेक्ट देना है. So school was, and it was very strict.
Is it co-ed?
No, only girls. Only girls.
Sorry.
And so school for me, in hindsight, when I look back today, school seemed very patriarchal for me. Because I'll tell you one incident. In school, my principal used to stand on the stage and used to be like, okay, a girl should know 3 things: stitching, cooking, and praying. And I think I was in 2nd standard. And I looked at my friend as Baju mein she was sitting. I looked at her and I went like, why are we studying? what is the point of studying, right? And I think that is when rebellion came to me, or I came to know that यहाँ कुछ गलत सिखाया जा रहा है. So school has been that way. 12 years of school, it was so
घर पे जाके आप कुछ बोली मम्मी पापा से कि ये ऐसे सिखाते हैं, ऐसे कैसे सिखाते हैं?
हाँ, I have. So I'll tell you about that also कि घर पे क्या था. But school, and it was very different. It was a Catholic faith school. I am a Muslim, so it was in terms of my faith also, I was very like dicey कि क्या what to follow, what not to follow, and everything. So yeah, school was like discipline, respect. It was very big on that. Cut to when I went to my junior college, I decided to go to Xavier's, and I think one of the best decisions of my life. And it had been a cultural shift entirely. It was so different, whether it be the class dynamics or how we used to interact with the teachers, or
Co-ed.
Xavier's is co-ed. So I chose arts.
Yeah.
The plan was to do psychology.
Hmm.
I ended up in sociology.
Oh.
And so what happened is I gave my 12th board exam. Now we had like three options. You choose. I wanted to do English, commerce and psychology. But मुझे जो combination चाहिए था उसमें नहीं मिल रहा था. So now I had to choose between psychology and sociology. I looked at my friend and I went like, "Okay, sociology तो पसंद ही नहीं." Because 11th, 12th में if you see the textbook and the teaching method, it's very like history. But I chose sociology, which again was a very good decision. Then school mein, I came across. So now where these degree college I came, sociology, and words like hegemony, patriarchy, feminism entered my life, and life changed again. So now, and student dynamic changed, teacher dynamic changed. We didn't have to like wish good morning to a teacher whenever we खौफ नहीं था कि अभी टीचर बाजू में से जाएगी तो उसको विश करना ही है. Now she was more of a friend. The students also, it's obviously a very elite space. But it was like we still learned a lot. It was also like a very competitive space. Because Xavier's is again like a college that it is. It is a top college. So it was a very competitive space, and मेरा वही था कि I want to assert my presence here, that okay, I belong here. So but Xavier's was amazing. So I got introduced to things like this, and then came gender. In my TY, I had a course on, I had a paper on gender. And then I got introduced to everything that I did. And then I was like, करना काम तो women's studies में ही है. Because I wanted to do women's studies because that is also an incident. But I was like, करना women's studies है because I came to know about gender, about feminism, patriarchy and all of that.
वो incident तो मैं मालूम.
Yes. I can tell you about that incident. So बचपन से है मेरा ये.
कितने भाई बहन हैं आपके?
So we are 3 sisters.
Only.
Yeah.
No. Oh my God.
I have 2 younger sisters and I'm the eldest.
Okay.
So
And how about mummy papa? They used to feel that there should be Kuladeepak, as we call that son should be there.
Definitely. That's why तीन बहनें हो गई ना.
That
But
is
then
why.
that is why. And then they gave up. फिर वो पूरा आइडिया भी है कि बेटियां तो लक्ष्मी होती है and everything. So after a point they got,
वो बाद में
but इसलिए तीन बेटियां.
सोलास.
Yeah.
लक्ष्मी है. Okay.
So so why I personally wanted to do women's studies is I remember this incident very vividly कि क्लास में हमें बुलाते हैं ना सामने और पूछते हैं आपको बड़े होके क्या बनना है. Everybody says doctor, scientist, teacher. I said I wanted to become a police officer. और उसका reason ये था कि I wanted to hang rapists. Okay, and that came from various triggers of various triggers of my own कि कैसे violence हो रहा है औरतों पे, क्यों हो रहा है, वो सारे सवाल, and obviously personal experiences also. So मुझे याद है I was in my 4th or 5th standard. I stood in front of my teacher and I went like, I want to become a police officer, but you're my reason. Because I want to become because I want to hang rapists. अभी तभी पता नहीं था कि and then
ठीक है नहीं है.
Exactly, and you have to become a police officer to hang rapists. So then I came to Xavier's. I got introduced to sociology, and then उसमें पता चला कि you can work in this field through theory, through tools, and I was like, I want to do it that way. I want to go through that direction. So after Xavier's, I was very clear that I want to do women's studies. Now women's studies, I had only 3 options. Bombay, if you know, there's SNDT. SNDT, of course, you know. And then there is Sapphire's College, and Pune University was there. So I had 3 options. I applied for all 3 of them. I got into all 3 of them. But I don't know if I should say this on camera, but it's very ironic that Sapphire's and SNDT, both of the HODs called me and asked me, you're the only student. Do you want to still continue your admission? And I'm like,
No, yeah. What's the point studying alone?
Exactly. This is not tuition, right?
Yeah.
Something like social science is about
Yeah,
you
about society
experience
and yeah,
and
give
you
and take, sharing.
exactly. So I was like, no, I don't want to continue. And then I came to know about Pune University, अपना हमारा department and everything. I was like, I'll go to Pune. That was also a struggle to make my parents. I had to convince them कि मुझे जाना है. But I think my conviction to do it, so do the course, and it convinced them कि okay, if you want to go, so you're so confident that you want to go, then you go. So I came to the women's studies in Pune, and yeah, that's how I landed in women's studies. And so about my family, I come from a Indian patriarchal Muslim family. My
Middle
father,
class, higher middle class,
upper middle class.
upper middle class.
Yes.
Okay.
My father is a patriarch, definitely,
Good.
but
By
I
definition, actually.
yeah, but I think my mother, I have gotten my mother on my side over the years, and I myself have taught her how to, assert dominance, negotiate, and like negotiate, manipulate to certain extent.
Of course.
So yeah, so my mother has now become. So my mother has always been a more liberal one in the family, as opposed to my father, because obviously they have a certain idea of what we should do as girls. We should get married eventually. We should. But there's a very dichotomous thinking in that, where he says you get married, but you be independent.
Yeah.
But he also wants me to get married early, but also be independent. And I'm like, you can't.
It might be because of that talaq and all that.
Yeah.
So that is constantly in mind.
Yeah.
One doesn't know when.
Right. And also the idea, I'm thinking from his perspective. I'm assuming I might not be right, but like I have 3 daughters, so I need to get them married. So
and you are the eldest one.
I'm the eldest one. Exactly. So that is
special responsibility and all that. Yeah.
Correct. So my 2 sisters, they कभी-कभी बोलते हैं वो कि तेरा feminism थोड़ा कम कर. But obviously they understand feminism, they get it, they support it. But sometimes it's like that they think
it is too much.
It's too much. Because मैं बहुत भाषण देती हूँ उनके.
That is our drawback.
Exactly.
Generally, we feel like condensing.
Yeah, right, exactly. So they're like, hey, please, now we get it. You don't have to.
No,
explain.
yeah.
Yeah. So that way.
We are wise enough.
Exactly, yeah, definitely. So yeah.
So आपका जो स्टडी हो गया,
Right.
उसमें कुछ तो भी लिखा है वो पॉपुलर कल्चर में रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ वुमेन.
Right.
That was one of your
My dissertation. Yeah.
So I would like to know about that in details.
Okay. So in my TY, in my sociology course, I did 2 dissertations. Okay. One was the representation of women in daily soap. Hindi daily soap.
That was Hindi.
Yes. Okay. तो उसमें क्या हुआ? उसमें ना तो हिंदी डेली सोप में जो एक औरत की जर्नी बताते हैं ना कि वो पैदा हुई, वो पहले तो वो हम कभी नहीं बोलते कि वो हमेशा उसको रोल में डाल देते कि वो बेटी. सो शी स्टार्ट्स विद अ बेटी. इट्स नेवर लड़की. हमारा ये स्लोगन भी जो है बेटी बचाओ बेटी पढ़ाओ, इट्स नॉट लड़की बचाओ लड़की पढ़ाओ, राइट? सो यू हैव ऑलरेडी पुट हर इन अ रोल. अभी
But I think this kind of distinction, has anybody raised that? Beti and ladki?
I have no idea.
Because it is so much so granted.
Exactly.
Beti is good. Oh.
और उसको उनको पहले से ही रोल में डाल दिया. तो
is it because of gender that you could differentiate between this?
Yeah, definitely. And that realization hit that why is it not ladki, why is it beti? So my mom and my dadi watches Hindi serial a lot, तो वहाँ से ये observation and then it came to my
उनका
research.
educational background क्या है?
So
मम्मी और डैडी का?
Okay. So my mother is a graduate in home science, and my father is not. He's 7th tak he studied.
Okay.
He's not. Yeah.
तो वो बिजनेस में है.
right now my father is doing a business.
एंड मदर्स, उसकी माँ क्या करती है
My
और कैसी थी, यानी
yeah.
इक्वालिटी
So
के
my
हिसाब से.
yes. So my maternal side, my grandmother, she was educated. Even she was educated, but Gujarati medium, yeah. And my mother. So my mother's family is fairly educated.
She's having sister, brothers.
Yes.
Yeah,
My
okay.
mother has a sister and a brother.
Okay.
And my father's side is nobody's studied. And my father is also 7th pass. So the serial. So सीरियल में वो बेटी पैदा हुई, स्कूल भेजा उसको, उसका एजुकेशन भी उसी आइडिया से किया कि बड़े होके
घर संभालने का है
और किसी और लायक बने. यू नो दैट आइडिया कि वो लायक बने किसी की पत्नी होने के लिए, तो बहू होने के लिए. So वो certain once she's turned 15, she then teach her cooking. That is also very problematic for me.
Do you know cooking?
I don't.
Okay.
And I have consciously resisted not learning how to cook is because of the way it's introduced to me. So cooking to me was introduced कि आपको शादी करके किसी और के घर में जाना है तो आपको पकाना है, तो खाना बनाना आना चाहिए. And I told my mom I will not learn how to cook. And I think I need to have this conversation with her where I didn't go and tell her कि you never came and told me कि खाना बनाना इसलिए सीखो क्योंकि लाइफ स्किल
खाने का है और खुद को खाने का
ये लाइफ स्किल है,
होने का है.
exactly. And now that I'm in a different city, to be self-sufficient is so important. It's not just about being independent financially, but in all these
and otherwise.
Exactly. So now that I see it, I think I would learn it because I want to for myself.
Okay.
But I think it is introduced to young girls कि यार आपको शादी करके किसी के घर में जाके बनाना है खाना, तो इसलिए सीखो. तो वो माइंडसेट.
और वो जो बोलते हैं मराठी में मालूम है, पेट में से जाता है वो जो लव का.
Exactly. मतलब वो लाइन है ना कि पति को खुश करने का तरीका
पेट में से जाता है.
And even my school में also my teachers used to say this, and I'm like, what are you saying? So
पेट में से कैसा जाता है.
Exactly. So I think parents today need to have this shift in perception where how they introduce chores to especially girls in the household. Like, because I have a cousin brother, and there also this conversation happens where we're 6 cousins, and अगर नानी के घर पे सब लोग साथ में बैठे हैं, and you know we've
लड़के कितने हैं उसमें?
एक ही है.
Oh my God.
So he's like a Kuldeepa, whatever.
Exclusive.
राजा बेटा. तो खाना लगता है, dinner table is set, and after when you've not done with dinner, you have to pick up. He will be like, so if his mother is telling him, you know, pick the dishes and everything, he's like, 4-5 लड़कियां हैं, मैं क्यों करूँ? I'm like, get up. Get up. You said this, that's how you will do it now. We are not getting you. All of us will sit, हम बैठेंगे सारी लड़की, आप करो. So yeah, so this idea, so I noticed this a lot in Hindi TV serial के, you know, औरतों को prepare किया जाता है marriage के लिए. From there I got this idea that I want to research कि why is a women's life, it starts with a duty and ends on a duty. You start with being a daughter, you become a mother, you become a daughter-in-law, you become a mother-in-law, and then you die. And पहचान हिंदी सीरियल में औरतों की पहचान ही उससे होती है. So I wanted to research. One of the factors was I wanted to research, is this common among all? I was so focused was the Hindi serial.
Okay.
Common along all Hindi serials. One, and I wanted to learn about the perception कि यही क्यों बता रहे हो कुछ और. Why? And the women that are independent, they are the villain. Mostly, I'm not generalizing, but mostly. So I was like, so that was the perception, and the third was how me. So it was a focus group study where I wanted to study how me versus my mother versus my grandmother sees Hindi serial. And what are the perceptions that we take, because I have noticed this in my house where so my grandmother will sit, my mother will sit, and I am either sitting on the sofa next to her on this
and watching them.
I am watching them or I'm watching them. And my 2 sisters are also sitting interestingly look. And I'm like, kya? So my first reaction is, what nonsense are they showing?
Hmm.
ऐसे कैसे होता है? अभी भी ये हो रहा है, definitely हो रहा है, but अभी भी ये हो रहा है. And I'm looking at my mother is like crying, and I'm like, why are you crying? And sometimes her reaction is like story of my life.
कर दिया
And that hit me, the story of my life. Okay, so that was very fascinating to research about that. Why does she find it relatable? And then I wanted to know why my grandmother. And obviously with the introduction of OTT platforms today, there is so much to watch. Why still watch Hindi serial? It was my question. And see, obviously I come from a background where we have these options available. So I was like कि क्यों नहीं आप कुछ और देखते OTT and everything. So that's one thing that I wanted to research about.
लेकिन उनका क्या आंसर था?
हाँ, तो मेरी दादी का, so it's थोड़ा technical कि I can't access OTT platforms. I don't know how to. TV is easier for me. So this is
Change the channels and all that.
exactly. So that was the technical answer, but also she also found it very relatable. She's like the person. So we study this in social science कि this is society's perception, but also vice versa. कि मतलब जो TV पे दिखा रहे वो हो रहा है. So my mother and my grandmother found what they saw on TV very relatable, and that's why they watched it. And अभी there's this serial जिसका वापस नया version आया है कि सास भी कभी बहू थी. So that serial had been there 20 years ago, and now it is there today. So it's become a bonding factor for the people that
generations.
Generation that my grandmother and my mother will sit together and watch something like this. So that was my research
How
about
the violence part in all these serials?
Yeah.
Is it there much violence or not exactly?
I have not. Physical violence is not very common, but मैंने जितना देखा बहुत कम है. Like I've not noticed a lot in Hindi daily. So not that I've seen a lot. My study was like shorter.
That is there. But I think physical violence is not depicted. But there is verbal violence.
Definitely.
And
Emotional violence. My God, so much emotional violence. And also the idea of, for instance, how motherhood should be. How a mother should be sacrificial, timid, very, dutiful. And then...
And many times having ignorant mother, that is supposed to be, I think they feel safe.
That they label them bad mothers. कि ये तो विलन है.
So बहुत सारा मालूम होगा ना तो वो बराबर नहीं है.
Exactly.
मालूम नहीं होना चाहिए, ignorant होना चाहिए.
So for my mother to inherit, that sacrificial duty, I'm like, so I always looked at her and I went like, detach yourself from what you're watching, and also actively watch what you're watching. It's very important आज के time में to actively watch what you're watching. And I think this only social science students, like they realize, because हम लोगों को बस स्किल बोला जाता है कि अरे आप सब चीज में गलतियां निकालते हो, अरे आप भी निकालो, आप भी critical बनो. So that was one of my research.
But here one page is there that generally we feel that common persons they are wise. Okay. So many times I feel we just consider them as foolish. How they are watching these things. So could you get any point when you study that? नहीं इसमें sense है कुछ तो भी. Sociologically, basically, and psychologically, secondary.
Right. So interesting question, but I didn't get it when I was doing my dissertation. I got it right now when I was attending my culture studies class. And my teacher went like, so Sneha ma'am went like कि आप जब कुछ देखते हो, आप as a social science student आप critically देखते हो और आप assert करते हो कि for instance you're a common man and you don't have a critical lens, I'm assuming. आप उसका कोई सेंस नहीं बनाते, आप सिर्फ पैसिवली देखते हो. You don't relate to it, you don't find meaning to it. And she's like, that's not true. That is your perception. That as क्योंकि आपने assert कर लिया, आप वो पोजीशन से देखते हो as a researcher, as a social science student कि हम तो इसको critically देख रहे हैं, but बाकी लोग नहीं देख रहे हो, आप गलत हो. And then I went back to that also कि like वो लोग भी देखते हैं, उनका भी एक लेंस है, उनका भी एक परसेप्शन है, उनको भी ये रिलेटेबल लगता है, तो वो उनके एक्सपीरियंस की वजह से लगता है. और हम एज पीपल, हम एज रिसर्चर्स अज्यूम करना कि वो लोग सिर्फ पैसिवली देख रहे हैं इज रॉन्ग on our part as researchers. So that was a very eye opener. It happened very recently, and it was an eye opener that we don't see them as people who would resist what they're watching. They would just passively watch, but they're not passively watching. Yeah.
And I feel that they are wise enough. They know what to take and what not to take.
I agree.
From the serial.
Definitely. Yeah.
And they really actually know that this is entertainment. Not much more than that.
Yeah.
But we feel that how it is that this is entertaining. So we feel something superior and above common persons, which is not good. That is what I feel. Even in a movement also.
I agree.
Many times.
I agree, because I feel like if I sit with my mother, watch something, maybe she might have a better critical lens to what she's watching. Even because I developed a critical lens by studying. Academically. She developed it through experience of life. And that will be very different as opposed to mine. So I consciously unlearned that very recently.
That is very important actually. That is very important.
To not assume कि आप passively देख रहे हो, या आपने उससे relate नहीं किया, या आपने उसको critically नहीं देखा. I think हम बैठ के वो conversation ही नहीं करते. कभी बैठ के मम्मी से या दादी से बैठ के conversation ही नहीं किया कि ये episode में आपको क्या लगा, आपने ये episode क्यों देखा. And I think that you should do that, because then that also creates safe spaces for women to have conversations.
Exactly.
And because we always label it as ये क्या औरतों की बातें हैं, but जब आप बैठते हो और उनसे बात करते हो तब आपको पता चलता है कि उन्होंने कितना डेप्थ देखा ये 20 मिनट के एपिसोड में, एंड देन उसमें से क्या निकला, उन्होंने क्या सीखा, उन्होंने क्या नहीं करना चाहिए वो जाना उस एपिसोड से. So that it's important to have conversations with them as opposed to just sitting with your academic friends and having conversations.
मुझे लगता है कि आप मेरी मदद कर सकते हो. ऐसा कि कितने दिनों से आपको मालूम है मिळून सार्वजनिक मैगजीन है, वो मराठी में है, तो हमें हमेशा ऐसे सोचते हैं कि इतने सारे लोग देखते हैं, और स्पेशली वुमेन, एक्चुअली मेन आल्सो वॉच इट.
Definitely.
So actually you have to study what is their reaction.
That is true.
And what is the psyche behind that.
I agree.
So all the time I am thinking that just we are just saying that see, they are looking at this soap and what is this nonsensical thing and all that. But I was all the time thinking how to get into that. So that we can understand their psyche, or just try to explain them or hire dialogue with them कि ये नहीं देखना, ये देखना, that is better. So at least you have to have dialogue na, otherwise you will just say no, this is not good. So they will not accept. Why would they accept? Because they also have got their own ego and all that. So I think we have to think about the serials. How to go about it. Because again, about the serial, the producers, they are many times men. And there are Ekta Kapoor like things. I know that even in Marathi also. But these men, they are scared about man-woman equality. That is what one of our friends he says.
Okay.
And that is why they are reinforcing this patriarchy. So that is what you have observed.
Right,
it is reinforced.
Definitely.
Okay. So how to change? That is the biggest question. And how about this main character in this? Did you study about those?
So I didn't particularly study about it, but I can give you my opinion on it. कि मतलब मर्दों का कैरेक्टर मुझे इन सीरियलों में जितना I have marked, mostly so serials like Anupama, if you know about it, मर्दों का कैरेक्टर is very masculine, dominant, कि मतलब patriarchal, and मुझे मतलब मर्द को like be a man, मर्द को ऐसा होना चाहिए, And wahi stereotypical understanding, there is no, and if you have a feminine trait, that is also labeled differently. So I'll give you an example. Anupama serial mein, the father, Vanraj Shah, his name was. He was this man, masculine man, very assertive, dominant, and he used to show that assertion by dominating his wife. No big deal, very common. So and his son, so one of the sons, Samar, उस character का नाम है, Anupama, the mother, she's like a very good like classical dancer, and the son inherited that
dancing skill.
So now they also have three children. There is one daughter and two sons. One of the son is quote unquote again very masculine, gone on the father, but this other son has gone on the mother in terms of how he's taking care of family members. He has his, so there's
Sober
and also he's embracing his femininity. Okay, so his career choice is to become a dancer, and then that
conflicting.
Again, that is seen as feminine. Dancing is seen as feminine. कि क्या लड़कियों की तरह नाच रहे हो क्या कर. So if the man, I think in serials, if the man is not quote unquote masculine enough, he is labeled as feminine. So and in this all these serials where it's very common, they have to be assertive, they have to be dominant, they have to be patriarchal, and it's assumed if they are otherwise they are labeled. तो मैंने वो देखा सीरियल
लिबरल मैन नहीं है क्या
लिबरल
क्योंकि मराठी सीरियल में many times there is a liberal man and then the woman is supposed to be traditional or wicked, that kind of a thing. The man is good. So that kind of thing is not there in Hindi.
I have not seen, but could be. And also if it is there also, I don't think it's that out there. I think I've not seen though.
What are your future plans? About marriage first?
So for marriage I get a biodata every day. But so for my plan is very different from what my family's plan for me is. Which plan do you want to know?
What is then both? Of course both. And what are the conflicting things?
Okay. So before I tell you both the plans, there's a story to that also. For the longest time, and I still think I live a very dual life. Because, and this I've felt since I've gotten into Xavier's, is when I used to sit in classrooms in Xavier's, I used to voice out my opinion very clearly. कि ये मेरा opinion इसके बारे में है. तो very liberal, okay, and it's a very liberal space. You can say whatever you want. But when I used to go back home, I didn't see what I said come into action because there is that dominance, there's that restriction, and I found myself very conflicting in terms of how should I negotiate in the home space, because class में तो मैं बहुत ऐसी बातें कर लेती हूँ liberal, but घर आके I don't think I am asserting that that liberal voice of mine. So and that I think happens with that still happens where I still sit in women's studies classrooms and I'm like equality की बात करते हैं हम, independence की बात करते हैं, but जब मैं घर जाती हूँ I feel like I sometimes forget to take a stand for myself. And then I feel like there's a duality in terms of what I am saying and what I'm doing. So
you want to finish that?
Yeah, definitely. So in terms of the plans, my family wants me to obviously get married and soon, very soon.
What's your age?
I am 22.
Okay. Oh my God. Too young.
Too young. Exactly. That's what I tell them. So young. What is the rush? So they tell me options khatam ho jayenge.
Oh my God.
So they want me to get married, obviously, then have kids, and
of course,
but
at the family be ideal.
Exactly. But at the same time, my father tells me, I want you to be independent. I don't want you to, ever go to your husband and ask money from him, for instance. And I was like, you say that, but you don't give me the space to study. Give me like you definitely give me the space to study, but the time. Abhi shadi karo. But like I want to, first finish my studies and then maybe think about that. So personally, my plans are थोड़ा अलग. मुझे अभी शादी नहीं करनी है.
वो तो ठीक है.
Yeah. I want to finish my masters. I want to do my PhD. And I want to eventually go into social work. But a very specific. This might sound like
hanging that thing, rapist.
Yeah.
Where has it gone?
Yes. So very in true social work, I want to go into the women's sector and work on violence against women. So that is the trajectory of how I want my life to be, and I want to really make a change in terms of how violence pans out in women's life, and I really want to do something in that area, and I hope to do something. I wish I can do something. So, and I think something like women's studies and then eventually doing a PhD gives me the tools and gives me that, gives me a way to actually negotiate and then actually like find a way to help other women, for instance. And I mean, why not use my privilege to do something better? So
women, violence against women, whenever we say, do you seriously think that you have to go deeper into the psyche of men? Because you might be knowing about Purush Uaj group.
Right.
So we are having men's group.
Okay.
They think about all this, about patriarchy and how the patriarchy, they are also victimized because of the patriarchy and how they are victimized and how they are brought up. So many times I feel that the root cause of violence against women, basically it is patriarchy and the men's psyche. So we just don't focus or give preference for this men's psyche to change. So that they would be sober, they would be understanding and all that kind of thing. So what do you think about that, men's psyche?
So I've never thought of men's psyche, but jitna women studies pada, I think it's about power.
Yep.
And it's about asserting that power. And obviously it comes from patriarchy. Even men are the byproduct of patriarchy. So they are the victims of patriarchy. It's not like, they are the villains. They are also the byproducts of patriarchy. But I think, so जितना मैंने क्लासरूम में बैठ के पढ़ा है, जब हम वायलेंस की बात करते हैं तो my teachers always tell us that it is about this power imbalance, this power dynamic when a man feels that less of a man, for instance, and that is also our doing. If a man is not man enough, we don't consider him a man. Okay, and this is happening in my generation.
In our blood, it is.
And it is happening very much in my generation today that if a man is not man enough, we're not okay with being with him. If he has a voice, थोड़ा पतला आवाज हो उनका, थोड़ा अदाएं,
दिखने में थोड़ा delicate,
we wouldn't want to be with that man. So it's still happening. It's not like कि older generations में होता था.
नहीं, वो हमारे internal contradictions भी है.
Exactly. So I think a man's psyche, I don't know if it's getting studied. It should definitely get studied. But yeah, it is.
But I would rather advise you to study that in deeper level.
I could.
Men's psyche. Because that is the crux. Because nowadays we can see how the cruelty, brutality is increasing in men, in rape, and then again with little girls that is happening many times. So I feel, and they are not getting married men. That is the major problem nowadays. So one has to consider all those things and about all this capitalism and all those things they are there. I think our last question would be about Gen Z. So today is the
Gen Z का ज़माना चल रहा है. But yeah, what exactly?
That is, what do you think? First of all, what do you think about Jantar Mantar? And secondly, about yourself. When you are saying about all this, fighting about patriarchy and all these things, what do you think about fighting on the streets? because you are in a way academician.
True.
So you are saying that you want to do some social work
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that kind of a thing, get attached to the
Yeah.
movement.
Yeah.
So what do you think about?
So I actively participated in all the protests that happened in Pune from the last week. I went to all. I went
So
to
you
all
want
of
to
them.
write about that in Milun Sarajani. But you say, yeah.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. So I went to all of the protests. And I think it is very important to show up on streets. And the way that the decision panned out eventually, वो ऐसा लगा कि हमने कुछ तो किया.
Yeah.
Maybe the decision might not have been one that we are happy with, but I think to reach हम क्योंकि हम सब जब we were gathering in protest and we were like कि ये तो नहीं होगा, resignation तो नहीं होगा. And जब वो हुआ, I remember I was on my bed, I got up and I danced.
Yeah.
and the second
Spontaneous reaction,
spontaneously, and the second minute I got my mother's call and she went like, did you see?
Oh.
Because she realized how much I was
Involved,
invested
yeah.
in this. And हम मतलब obviously हम Gen Z को बहुत ज़्यादा ही credit दे रहे हैं इस movement के बारे में, इस movement में, but I think even the millennials and
they are all three generations they were there.
and they I mean obviously where credit is due you should give. Because I know my mother telling me कि तू जा but safe रहियो.
Oh.
And I am very grateful she didn't tell me don't go.
Yeah.
I mean I would otherwise also go if she didn't
Yeah,
tell.
that I know.
So I think I went to, so this was my first protest ever, and बहुत मजा आया, हमने बहुत मजे की. And like I think it is important to, like, this protest was a marketization
कुछ तो भी कर सकते हो.
जब साथ में हो कुछ तो
कुछ था, यानी
तो कर सकते.
when you come out of your social media kind of a thing,
And
in reality one can do.
Exactly. And I think we changed the perceptions of people a lot in terms of we are so much more beyond our screens. हमें देखो कभी हमारे screens के अलावा भी, क्योंकि we are condemned as a generation that is so on our phones that our attention spans are so less. I agree they might be, but you have to also accept the fact that we were born into this. You have to see the larger picture. For instance, the millennials were not born into this. तो उनके लिए जब phones आए, they didn't get so addicted to it. But हम अगर आप बच्चे देखोगे आजकल, अगर वो खाना नहीं खा रहे तो the mother gives. So we are the byproducts of this. And then to condemn us and be like कि आप तो ऐसे ही हो, आप वैसे ही हो. But understand what, अभी इधर हमारी psyche भी समझो कि तो I think it's important to understand that, because there's a lot of misunderstanding about us as a
So one
generation.
must have dialogue. So actually in Milun Sarajani magazine we are having special section on the Gen Z.
I know,
Yes,
I
क्योंकि
saw.
हमें लगता है कि all generations must have dialogue
I
with
agree.
each other,
I agree.
so that we'll know.
I agree. Yeah.
So I think we'll keep our dialogue.
Definitely, because that is how you come to know the perception, like कि हमारा क्या सोच है, हमारा क्या motivation है. Now this was one protest. I hope that we as a generation show up again and again when things go wrong. Because I think this was a very big eye opener for us also as a
And
generation.
it was
and
kind of
everybody.
ice breaking. So
Ice
now you
breaking.
know one has to say in reality
हाँ.
and resist and say
Exactly.
this is not good, and we know that this is not good.
हाँ.
That is a kind of a
और
thing.
अब ऐसा मतलब वो यकीन भी हो गया कि अब उनको
कर सकते हैं।
कर सकते हैं,
हैं।
जब हम साथ मिल जाए तो कुछ भी कर सकते हैं. So that was like, I am getting goosebumps when I talk about it. But the 5 days I have attended the protest, I was very happy to see the turn up to, because
And
ऐसा
the collectivity and that
the solidarity.
The solidarity.
ऐसे 5 दिन के लिए लगा कि सब एक है. Then I know so there were reels on how there's no gender, there's no caste, सब एक है. I mean obviously the movement might have all those things still within it, but on the crux of it, when you look at it, it was like कि सब एक है और सब एक चीज के लिए
That
लड़
is,
रहे हैं. I know my friends who went to Jantar Mantar, and so my very close friend went to Jantar Mantar, and I was like, I was very in awe that you took out that time, you spent that money, and you went there. So I found that commendable. So I'm very happy that I'm born into this generation. I'm very
Tell your parents friends to write about Jantar Mantar kind of thing, because we are going to continue this, and our Misa online portal is bilingual, so that you can write in English. So we'll publish that online.
Chalega. So
wish you all the best for
Thank you
everything.
so much.
I
Thank
was
you so much.
glad and so happy to have discussion with you.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Yeah. Bye. All the best.